Hello everyone, from this video lecture we are going to discuss about the embryonal development along with the process parturition as well as the lactation. So let us start with the topic, that is embryonal development. In previous video lecture we have discussed about the placenta and its and their function, and after placentation there is the development of embryo take place from blastocyst to the mature embryo, or we can say that fetus, which is ready to expelled out from the female reproductive part, which is known as parturition. So, what are the changes occur during the embryonal development? We will consider under this topic. So, embryonal development involve, first of all, after implantation, there is the process of gastrulation, that is the formation of three germ layer, and these three germ layer are able to make various body organs of the fully mature embryo in the case of human being. So the embryo or the organs formed from these three germ layer, it is known as organogenesis. And in embryonal development, at which stage which kind of organs develop, we will discuss from this video lecture. So if we observe the monthly progress, so after the end of at the end of first of all we will consider at the end of first month. So at the end of first month, that is at the end of 3 weeks, first month or 3 week or third week, the changes occur in the case in embryo, that is the heart formation. Heart formation becomes completed within at the end of first month, and then doctor can hear the sound of heartbeat by the help of stethoscope at the end of first month. Then at the end of second month, the changes occur, that is the formation of limbs and limbs formation take place. Limbs becomes formed. Limbs, that means hands and legs, are formed. Then at the end of third month, or we can say that at the end of first trimester. So in the first trimester or at the end of first trimester, the formation of digits appear, along with most of the organs. Then the fifth month, at the end of fifth month, there is the formation of appearance of hair on head and first movement or baby movement. First baby movement and hair appear at the end of first 5th month. Then at the end of 6th month, organogenesis completed and eyelids separate. After the completion of organogenesis at the end of 6th month, the eyelids become separate, so the eyes will be able to visualize anything, and at the end of 6th month the complete organogenesis take place, but the maturity of the organs take place 2 months later, sorry, not 2 months, 3 months also take for the maturity of all the body organs. So about 9 months is required for the complete development of the embryo inside the mother's body. So this is the embryonal development which are related to our syllabus class 12th, that is human reproduction. Then after the organogenesis there is the process of parturition. So parturition, it is the process of expelling a fully formed embryo. Fully formed mature embryo becomes expelled out from the female reproductive tract. It is called the parturition. And after the parturition process is a neuroendocrine mechanism. The parturition process takes place with the help of neuroendocrine mechanism, which involve the action of hormone, especially the oxytocin hormone and relaxin. These two hormones are responsible for the parturition process, and the neural system also take part to perform the reflex action for the process of to complete the process of parturition. And the mechanism which take place, that is neuroendocrine, it is known as the fetal ejection reflex. So fetal ejection reflex it is the process responsible for the parturition or to complete the mechanism of parturition. So fetal ejection reflex involve the signal of, first of all, the signal of parturition comes from the placenta as well as the growing embryo, and that signal send information to the pituitary gland, and from the pituitary gland a small amount of oxytocin release, and that small amount of oxytocin leads to the contraction in the myometrium, and the contraction of myometrium again leads send signal to the pituitary gland, then pituitary gland again release the oxytocin in more quantity than previously. So in this way, this continuous reflex, that is fetal ejection reflex, leads to the secretion of more and more oxytocin, and more oxytocin leads to the heavy contraction in the wall of uterus, especially from the myometrium, and that contraction, rapid contraction of the myometrium of uterus leads to lastly the fully formed mature embryo expelled out from the female reproductive tract, and that is the process of parturition. Then after parturition, in the phases of reproduction in human being, there is another step also involved, and that step is known as lactation. And the process of lactation involve the release of milk from the mammary gland after the parturition process. So to make or prepare milk inside the mammary gland, it is there is a process of differentiation which take place along with the gestation period. Along with the gestation period, the mammary gland becomes differentiate and able to make milk inside the gland. And just after parturition, the milk ejection take place, and the first milk comes from the mother's mammary gland. It is known as colostrum, and colostrum is very beneficial milk, beneficial part of milk, which consists of a number of antibodies from the mother's body. Means mother's body also input the antibodies in the first milk, and that milk is known as colostrum, which is very beneficial for the baby. Young ones comes out from the female reproductive tract, because the antibodies provide immunity to the young ones. So colostrum or feeding of colostrum, it is very essential, and doctor also prescribe to take or to feed the milk to the baby just after parturition. And the feeding of milk, it is required till 6 months, and then after 6 months the feeding can also be taken place except the mother's milk. Means other nutrients can be given to the young ones. So this is all about the remaining parts related to human reproduction, and this is the last video for this chapter. So in next video lecture we will start the next chapter, that is reproductive health.